Welcome back to Mewni Monday. I'm your host, Ostrich Vox. So Star vs. Force of Evil is now on hiatus. We probably won't see an episode until like February at the earliest. Maybe January, but it's usually February, at least if we're going off Gravity Falls. The winter hiatus is a cruel one. And today I wanted to once again talk about ECLIPSA, Star's great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. A former queen of Mewni who ran off with a monster. And lately the show has been giving her a lot of focus. Or at least the page in her spellbook devoted to just her and all of her spells. Ever since she was revealed in Into the Wand, they keep mentioning her in every single episode ever since. They're definitely trying to have her have some kind of presence in the show, which is weird because considering how old she is, and I'm talking about like a few hundred or so, and I'm assuming humans can get old and die, she's probably no longer among the living. So I'm under the assumption she's dead, but at the same time, they call her the Queen of Darkness. So who knows what her black magic could have done? She could be immortal for all we know. Or at least using the life force of other monsters to keep her alive. But we're not really sure since everyone's just kind of vague about it. Just like in any other show with mystery. The main character doesn't ask any questions, and anyone who has answers is shady as hell. Without a doubt, one of the most alluring factors of ECLIPSA is her connection to Toffee. After all, in Into the Wand, when Star grabbed Toffee's finger which was contaminating the wand, not only did flashes of Toffee from Store of the Castle appear, but a flash of Eclipse's tapestry was also shown, hinting and, well, establishing a connection between Toffee and ECLIPSA, and we found out from that episode that Toffee is immortal. I mean, look at him, he hasn't aged a day since he got his finger blown off. Black don't crack. And while there's a lot of speculation surrounding Toffee, I mean, after all, in Page Turner we saw that he may still be around. There's that flash of him in the globe that Omni was communicating through. And while Ludo has stepped up to become the new big bad villain, we all know that Toffee's probably plotting behind the scenes, and he's probably the one communicating in the wand. I mean, it is shaped like his hand after all, missing a finger and everything. But I believe there's a third antagonist at play, someone that Toffee's working with, and that is ECLIPSA. While we already have countless of theories that Toffee is related to Star and Queen Butterfly, possibly being a relative of ECLIPSA herself, perhaps a bastard child from the monster she abandoned Mewni for. But it makes me wonder, is ECLIPSA gonna appear soon? To get to the point, I believe ECLIPSA is going to be resurrected, and maybe even all of the past queens that we saw and Into the Wand. But how? Well, I'm assuming since ECLIPSA did work with black magic, there has to be some kind of spell to bring her back to life, perhaps at the cost of another. But this type of resurrection is through flesh and blood, and 100% new body. Or alternatively, why not use her mini great-granddaughter Star as a new vessel? After all, Star is clearly showing an interest in ECLIPSA, using her spells, not being too overwhelmed by her spellbook page, and when she first learns about her, she says, bad girl. But in a way that's kind of playful. And admiring. And lest we forget, ECLIPSA is the long-awaited Spades character, the foil to Star. And in Page Turner, when Star did read ECLIPSA's spellbook, he said blah blah blah, the forces of evil, blah blah blah. What is the name of the show called? Star vs. the Forces of Evil. All this time we spent the forces of evil in terms of fighting monsters of the week and etc. But what if it was just an elaborate foreshadow for ECLIPSA herself, causing Star to just become a pawn in her game? Cartoon Universe did a theory on Star turning evil, or at least coming down a dark path, which I do think could come to fruition. But either way, the return of ECLIPSA is something I can definitely see happening. The second half that I can also definitely see happening are the previous queens coming back. After all, we only saw a handful of them, but they all had full-fledged designs and backstories to them. Even though not that in-depth, and their introductions definitely gave more questions than answers. That being said, they could also be resurrected, perhaps to fight ECLIPSA in the Great Battle of Queens, alongside Star, or just give Star answers. Perhaps she goes looking for answers that her mother refuses to give, that Glastrick doesn't want to answer or may not even know. But how would she resurrect them? Tom. Since his introduction, we've seen that Tom has been bettering himself to become friends with Star. He's not that much of a jerk. And in the episode Frenemies, we saw that he can resurrect people, albeit they're still a skeleton. The example being Mackie Hand, who didn't exactly realize he was dead at first, but rolled with the punches. I don't believe that power was introduced just to bring back Mackie Hand. With Tom's character arc, he's definitely trying to prove himself to Star. And well, I believe he can. And it'll lead to him lending a helping hand and resurrecting the former queens, them cluing in Star on the full history of Mewni, at least from their reigns, and all band together to take down a resurrected ECLIPSA. And for my Naruto fans in here, you know that something similar happened in that series too. Which wasn't the inspiration for this theory, but I definitely realized the similarities while making it. But these are my thoughts and I would love to hear yours, so please comment down below. Do you believe ECLIPSE will be resurrected, and do you believe we'll see the other queens again? let me know. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, it really helps me out. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Roundtable Vids, like our new channel, Roundtable Gaming, follow us on Twitter, and follow our new Twitch, twitch.tv/roundtablevids. Ostrich Vox, signing out.